What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Dr.DDub here, and welcome back to the North Pole. If you find yourself watching this the day it came out, Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays to all of you. I hope you're all enjoying your day and having a fantastic time with family or whatever you're doing, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whoever you're with. I hope you're having a fantastic day. All right, today is the day we finish out the North Pole. We have one island left, and I don't really want to bring Pathway to it. I'm thinking of making this island here into just a themed island with nothing on it, per se. Or at least no walkways on it. Because the nearest walkway to it is pretty far away. And it's going to look pretty unsightly, I think, running a walkway over to this. So instead, we're going to put the queue kind of in the water, and then have this island be like one giant set piece and make it all beautiful and themed just like everywhere else, but it's going to be a little bit more intentional with my theming and not just kind of randomly placing stuff everywhere. As good as that does look, this island I think is going to be, it's going to look just as good, hopefully better than the other ones, but we'll see when we get there. We're going to build, we didn't end up getting any other crazy coasters, so we're going to build the coolest one that's new, which is this suspended looping coaster. I'm going to stop reading these construction notes because they're all kind of boring and you can see all you need to in this picture right here. But I will read other info here. The suspended looping coaster allows compact track layouts and various types of inversions. The cars hang beneath the track with the passengers' feet dangling below them. And we can do nothing new as far as the special track elements go. But still, this looks pretty cool. I think this is a new type of ride. If it's not, it's something we never got prior to this park. So I don't know where I want to start this, so we'll just kind of pick a random spot and go from there. I don't want this to be on water level. I'd like it to be 2 above for the sake of the walkway that we'll be bringing to it. I think it'll look a little bit nicer. And we are going to make this a max station length because this is going to be, I'm hoping, just crazy. While still managing to be something people are willing to ride. But again, I'm going to try to keep this island mostly clear of track support, and anything I bring over it, I'm going to do very intentionally because I don't want it to kind of mar the beauty of the island, which we have yet to actually build, or to decorate out and theme and all that. This ride is, oh, that's probably way too low. Yeah, it is. Okay, so we can go down to 8. That's where we started, right? 8? Yeah, okay. So that's a good amount of speed. That should be enough to do a loop right here. Let me see. Height perspective. Yeah, that'll work. All right. We'll go down a little further and do another one. Ooh, actually, we can do a half loop, which I always love these half loops. They look so cool. And then we do an inline twist. That's going to run us right back into coaster. But if we turn it instead, oh, not what I meant to do. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that's cool looking. All right, so we'll actually let's do a helix down here. Because I think that could be cool. Can we do helix down smalls? No, only large. We can turn it though. And just kind of clear all this, hopefully. Nope. We'll go this way instead. Hopefully we can clear some of this if we start dropping. There we go. That's cool looking. All right. I want this to be sort of spacious. And also, this silence is driving me nuts. So we're going to get some errors or some alerts saying, hey, you didn't build a line to this. But for the sake of silence, I kind of want some music over here. So we're going to build this real quick, open it, and put on some music because I can't deal with this silence right now. It's Christmas Day, after all. We can't have silence. We need that festive music. We're going to obviously delete this once it's all said and done. All right, so we've got a pretty decent drop there. A loop. We lose some of our speed here. I kind of want to bring it back up. Actually, can we turn it? And then start adding another chain lift back in. This is going to be pretty high up here. And I want it to run the length of the edge of the park right here. I think that could look really cool. And so if we just do a really steep drop. Oh, will that work? Oh, perfect. That's as low as we can go too. And then just kind of bring it back up to, we started at 19. So let's cap it at, 14 sounds good. And just do another kind of up and down here. I think that'll look cool. This might be hurting our park rating, so I need to make sure I'm watching that. Let's check our objective real quick, make sure we're actually going to complete it. 1250, which we barely have. Park rating 600. Okay. I think we'll be okay. Is that going to go too high? That is definitely going too high. So instead, we'll do that to 11, which is lower than that, which is good. Another one of these, and then I'd like to do a... Ooh, what if we do corkscrew left, and then an inline twist to the left, just to keep the spinning in the correct direction. And then if we can... Oh, that's cool looking. I love doing helices, especially on this, because they're so wide open. I think it just looks a lot nicer. All right, park rating's only dropped 4. We should be fine. How's this looking so far? I want to kind of fill most of this water and kind of bring it... Obviously, we've got to bring it back around to connect back up with the station. But I want this to look just nuts. And speaking of nuts, that might be sort of our inspiration for a name for this ride. I kind of want to call this the Nutcracker, just based on how intense it is. I think that could be kind of cool. All right, so we started at, 19 here, and now we're at 6. So this could be just whizzing through all of this, and that's why I'm being very careful with the turns I do. But I think it's time we do, not that, we go back up a little bit. And if we do this, hopefully, actually, we might need to go one higher. But if I do an inline twist and then a corkscrew, will that work? Can't build partly above and below. So we need to actually go up one more. And this will actually work if we do it this direction instead. I think, at least. So if we do that... No, I think we need to do an inline twist to the right. And then a corkscrew to the right. Yeah, there we go. Actually, is that wrong? I hope you guys can see... No, that's right. See what I mean by just kind of them having to change their momentum as they go through this turn? Because they're turning... Like, if you're sitting on this ride, your feet would start going to the left, and then you basically make a full rotation instead of having to go halfway up and then flip back the other direction. Hope that makes sense. I've mentioned it a couple times before when I build rides like this, and I don't think I ever really explained that if you couldn't see what was going on. So my apologies if it didn't make sense. Let's do another loop here. I don't know if we'll have the speed for this. I'm going to guess that we won't. But I'm kind of just doing it anyway. We'll come back and modify this if we need. And we're definitely going to be finishing out this park, or completing our objective on this park before we finish everything. So we will be carrying on a little bit past our objective. But that is nothing new in our parks. We've done that a couple times. And I think it works so well. Especially on the parks that I really get into. And this is definitely one of those. Okay, so we can't go that direction, which is good because we're using up a lot of this space. I think that looks pretty cool so far. What if we do another chain lift? I think that'll work. I'm hoping we have the speed to get up all of this. But this one is going to... Okay, so this land right here is actually a lot higher than this, so I need to keep that in mind, because right now it looks like it's on the same level, but it's most definitely not. If we do a steep drop here... Oh, we're already... Oh, that's actually kind of cool looking. I don't know if it's what I want, though. I want to take this probably one higher and then do all that, and so hopefully that won't be an issue. And I don't have to adjust any of the land. There we go. Perfect. And so for this, I just want to run straight for a little bit there, and then do 2 inline twists. I think that looks cool. We're going to have sort of a little town, if you will, built up upon this. I think it'll look really cool. I'm hoping it does. Okay, if we do a half loop... No, we'd have to do another inline twist. Oh, this could be crazy here. We do another inline twist, and then a half loop, we run into the ride, I think. So we can actually... Where does this line us up? Okay, so we're over that. That'll work. We can come underneath all of this, back over the island probably once more, or through it maybe. Yeah, I'm liking that. Okay, so that's going to have quite a bit of speed. I want to kind of... We're at 12 right now. Let's actually add in some brakes here. Nothing too crazy, but we'll start at 45, 44, or 40, 36, and 31. Because then we can still do a nice turn there and start dropping it. Oh, what am I doing? I thought that was not quite where it was. That's fine. So if we do that, that's exactly what I'm wanting. So we should be able to go underground here all the way down to 8, which is where we started. And hopefully if we can come out here with a corkscrew, I think that's going to look awesome. And that's dropping from 11, so even if we lose the vast majority of our speed here, we still have, I think, like 30 some odd miles an hour left, so that should work just fine. All right. Let's actually add... Ooh, hold on, let me get rid of this view. That's driving me nuts. Do we just want to end it? That might be what we need to do here. Kind of swing it wide. Take out a little bit more money. Oh, it's so nice to be able to have a loan that we can still take out at the end. That is one too far. Add a few more brakes here at the end. Down to a very reasonable speed. And then I kind of want to add an on-ride photo somewhere. And I'm trying to figure out where would be cool. I think right here, like right in the middle here. Right as they get done with a drop and right as they see the crazy inline twist right in front of them. I think that's going to be cool. Did the slide we build break down? That's kind of funny. No wonder it got quiet. That's what I'm trying to do. Oh, and that actually works really well. Perfect. Okay, let's just get rid of this thing. I want to get the line going to this thing just so we can open it and not have all kinds of error messages popping up. Because I want some music in this general area. It's way too quiet for my taste. All right, so the lines are going to be not at all on this island. Again, I'm leaving that island for decor and theming. I think it's going to look really nice. Let's actually get the path going from a main island here first. Can we bring it out here? Oh, we totally can. That's really cool. Drop it 2, and that should line us up right there. Perfect. And let's run this just kind of down and back. I don't want to go all the way to the coaster. Keeping a little gap because I think that looks really cool with all the water underneath. I don't know. I really like the look of that. All right, we'll get a handyman out, or just for out here, because, oh my goodness, I can't see anything. There we go. Because it's so far away from everything else, sort of. It's really not that far from this exit, but whatever. And I think we're going to go with the name that I kind of accidentally came up with mid-building this thing. The Nutcracker. Because this thing is kind of intense. Oh, and that came out so good, too. Like, that just fills out our park so nicely. It's nice and open in this front part, which I like, because it gives the jet skiers room to jet ski. And it doesn't crowd up the front of our park. And as long as we don't have underwater view on, it looks like we utilized every area of our park, even though we kind of didn't. There's definitely some open spaces. But that's what you get for a first park. Plenty of money, not a whole lot of time, even though 3 years is pretty standard, and just way more space than you could ever use. All right, the Nutcracker. Inverted, ooh, face-off cars. Oh, with seats facing forwards and backwards? That's so cool. So yeah, there's, oh, that's awesome. I kind of really want to do that. 4 passengers per car, 7 cars per train. This is 2 passengers per car, 8 cars per train. Let's try these face-off cars. That just looks so cool. Oh man. Okay, let's paint this thing. We've already got a green and white. If we do red trim, I know we're doing a lot of red, green, and white. I don't like that at all. So don't worry about that. That looks not very good. What if we try some different colors, like a brown, a gold, and like a red maybe? So let's start with the supports being gold. I think that really just pops in this park. What if we do a brown trim instead of the red? Could that look good? Kind of. Try a different one. I kind of like that, but let me try swapping some of these up and making these gold instead. Ooh, I wish there was like a... no, I was going to say I wish there was a lighter brown. That's darker. I think I like that. And with the trains, if we make them brown and white or brown and gold. Brown and gold. Ooh, I think I'm going to like that after all. I was kind of hesitant there, but I think I like that. It fits the Nutcracker very nicely. Oh man, this could be just way too much, but I'm excited for it nonetheless. This is my Christmas present to you all. Let's hope it's a good one. We did it! Yay! Okay, back to the ride. goodness, I think that might be one of the better rides I have ever built. As far as a realistic viewpoint is concerned, it had all the right amount of speed in all the right places, with maybe the exception of this loop. It got a little slow at the top there. But other than that, I think that did amazing. This could be incredibly intense, but I think that's a good ride. I hope so, at least. It's probably going to be like ultra extreme intensity with my luck, but let's hope we have results and let's find out. Oh no, that was underwhelming. Oh, it should be any minute though. Oh gosh, I just want this to be good. Okay. Okay, I can deal with that. People will still ride this. And that's manageable. Let's open this. That is crazy though. With all those loops, and I'm actually kind of surprised that it's only an extreme intensity rating and not any worse than that, or more intense. Not that intense is bad, but oh man, Merry Christmas, guys. That was cool. I hope you guys agree. I kind of want to test it. Actually, hold on. We're going to decorate a little bit. I kind of want to test it with just the regular inverted coaster. Trains, at least. To see if they're any less prone to just extreme intensity. Because I feel like going on all of that backwards might have something to do with how intense it was. So we'll just kind of run this continually. Hopefully the momentum doesn't change at all, because I'm just going to test it and do something else while we wait. But it shouldn't change much, if at all. It should be just fine. I hope I'm correct. All right, but we'll test and open that and just assume it's going to be better, because I don't really want to have to close it back down. But I'm going to go ahead and get started building this kind of little village that I had in mind. I think it's going to be... I think it could be kind of cool. I'm going to actually use some different walkways, and I will speed this up, but I kind of want to wait to see how this, or how the Nutcracker does, and then I'll kind of change pace from there. But my idea for this is kind of creating like a little village. And so we're going to have a lot of... do we want those, or do we want the wooden supports? I think we're going to do the wooden supports in this area. I don't really know what I want to do quite yet. But I think this could look cool. I'm hoping it does. It's going to be a small village. But it is going to... Actually, no. I don't want it to connect up. I think that's going to look good just like that. Maybe with a little side street here. And maybe one there as well. Making it look a little bit more village-esque. And then as far as the theming on this goes, let me get this open and keep the stat page here so we can see how we did. I want to do a lot of these houses just kind of lining the walkways. That's actually worse. Okay, so we'll close it. We'll change it back. I don't know how that's better, or how these going backwards on this ride is better, but whatever. I don't remember which I did, brown or gold, but I still think that looks nice. Okay, so we'll test that a few times, we'll open it, and back to the decorating. So, moderate success and moderate failure of the ride, or of that ride. But yeah, back to the village. I think this thing's gonna look really cool. I'm gonna start doing a little bit of work on it here, and I will come back here in a sec. Well, I'll speed it all up so you can see what I'm doing. But I just kind of wanted to give you guys a mild idea of what I'm going for here. I think this area is going to look beautiful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there is our little Christmas village. I wish there was like a giant Christmas tree and not just like a snow-covered tree that you could place somewhere, because I would have loved to have made like a central kind of town square portion with a giant tree in the middle. But we don't really have that, so just kind of a little cozy, quiet town in the middle of nowhere on its own little private island, I think does the trick. And I tried to be more intentional with where I was placing trees, just to make it not look quite as overgrown as some of these islands. I wanted it to kind of look like people lived here, even though it's just a set piece and it's part of a amusement park. But I still think it conveys the message I was going for very nicely. But all right, guys, you saw in that time lapse, I'm just now addressing it, but a while back when we were testing this thing, that we completed our objective. And I'm just now remembering that that already happened. We completed our objective, which was, again, to have 1,250 guests in our park at the end of October year 3 with a park rating of at least 600. We have just shy of, well, not just shy anymore. We have 1,400 plus guests in our park, so we exceeded that. And our park rating is lower now than it was. I don't know why. But when we completed our objective in October, it was a little bit better than it is now. So not bad at all. We still have yet to fail an objective, and I hope it stays that way for quite a while. But all right, guys, that is going to do it for the North Pole. It was a good way to end our Christmas special, if you will. I think this park came out really nice. I love how it looks. It's one of the more detailed parks we've done, like ever. And I kind of want to keep doing this if I can, if I have the money, because it adds a whole level of detail. Like, I got to make a set piece over here, which it's fun to do that kind of stuff in this game. And I hope you guys enjoy watching it as well. But all right, say goodbye to the North Pole. We're going to go head on over to our next park and take a look at what awaits. Welcome to Whispering Cliffs. Develop the seaside cliffs into a thriving amusement park. Our objective is to have a park value of at least 17,000 at the end of October year 3. So it doesn't matter how many guests we have. And oh my goodness, this park looks interesting. Doesn't look like there's anything here already. It is extremely long and narrow. And please tell me we have a lot of this water to work with. That would be unfortunate if, oh my goodness. All right, so what I was just finishing up saying about the first park the park we just got done with, Iceberg Islands, was technically part of Loopy Landscapes, not Corkscrew Follies, which I'm going to be doing in this season. But that was just a park I could not pass up with its Christmas theme, or snow setting. So this is the first park in the actual Corkscrew Follies expansion, and I just got done saying that usually your first park is very wide open and flat and easy to build in. This is not the case at all. It is a giant cliffside, so we're probably going to do, I'm thinking most of our gentle rides and stuff up top, or at least on one. All of our gentle rides will probably go up top, kind of spaced out, interspersed with our coaster stations, which are going to have to go off the side and do most of their stuff down here and underground. That's how I'm kind of seeing this park at a first glance, at least. I might do something totally different than that, but this is what we have to work with. So I will see you guys on Wednesday. Friday. Man, I got to figure out my own schedule. It's so confusing. But all right, guys, thank you very much for watching. Have yourselves a very Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, and I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, as always, take care.